Are you a victim of your environment? This is about how to take control. Let me explain what a victim of your environment is, and at the end I'll show you how to turn it around and take back your own power so that you can protect yourself from the outside world as much as possible. So stay with me. How do you become a victim of your environment? It's actually quite easy and very common, and it happens to everyone some of the time and to a lot of people most of the time. But you may not have realized this, so it's something you actually have control over. Thoughts become energy, and energy becomes stored in your body as density called matter. So there are thoughts that you're thinking now that will cause problems in your body. If not now, then soon. Those thoughts about being overweight or not good enough, frustrated, angry, are playing havoc with your body. And it's not just because they're thoughts, they're actually emotions that influence the intelligence of your cells. When you repeat those statements long enough, they attach themselves to your body like fungus on a tree trunk. It's not a matter of saying, oh, they're only words, or they don't really mean anything. Or even worse is, if I don't say them out loud, then they're not real. Your words or even thoughts do make a difference to you. Each of these emotions is actually creating density deep down in your body because the thoughts that you think build up and become stored in your cells. The more dense you are, the more you respond to your environment, and now you're feeling like a victim of your environment, to what's happening all around you, to people, situations, illnesses, and you think there's nothing you can do about it. It becomes a cycle that goes like this. You observe something that you don't like, think thoughts, have an opinion, which creates an emotion. That emotion hangs around in your body, stored as dense matter, and influences all your cells. It's a low vibration that attracts more of the same thoughts and emotions to it. There's a real party going on inside your body, and chances are you haven't even been invited. So what has a vibration? Everything has a vibration, from rocks to people, animals, moods, and the more thoughts you think that are debilitating, denigrating, or hateful, the slower or lower your vibration. And guess where illness hangs around? You guessed it. This party is a low vibrational one. An example would be on hearing a news report that makes you feel insecure. You begin pondering it more, wondering how it will affect your job or your home, and now you're noticing things around your life that also make you feel afraid, insecure, and uncertain. Without realizing it, you're now vibrating on a lower frequency, unconsciously inviting other thoughts, situations, and things you won't like to hang around you. Let's liken it to a party at which there are a variety of people attending. You know, if you hang around the doomsayers, the ones that are depressed and depleted, that in no time you'll feel the same way. However, if you're feeling great and you hang around with the light-hearted, fun-loving types, then your vibration will be upbeat. It will be light and you'll feel great. In fact, when somebody asks you how the party was, you'll reply, you had the best time ever. So how do you know where you're vibrating? You feel it in your body. With low frequency vibration, you'll experience things like stress, headaches, tension, neck pain, many others. There's a tendency to use words such as tired, worn out, exhausted, can't keep this up. If you keep going along this path, this low vibration becomes chronic. This means you're re-educating your cells to get used to this low frequency condition, and now they don't even know how to change. So, when you introduce a new idea or new thoughts, there is still residue in your cells to respond in the same way as before. That's why when people say to me that they've put changes in place and nothing's happening, that's what's going on. Their body is rejecting the opportunity. The thoughts have changed, but the body hasn't. It's still operating with the same manual you provided previously. You need to recalibrate your body and introduce a new program to move in unison with your new mind. When you can transform those thoughts into something better and recalibrate your body, now the energy is traveling up towards your heart. As your heart expands, the energy travels up towards your brain, and the two work together in harmony, seeing and finding more and more thoughts that make your heart expand. In this way, you have just transformed thoughts from density to light energy. It's called heart and brain coherence. So, what does this mean? It means that the choices you make are now going to be more balanced. They're going to work for you. They come from a higher perspective, one that's good for you. You feel optimistic about the future. Your creativity is ignited, and life is flowing for you, with you, and because of you. The universe is collaborating with you. It doesn't mean that you'll always be feeling this way. Things happen. But it does mean that you know what needs to be done. A little bit of housekeeping each day to keep the vibration oscillating at a high frequency. I live in a tropical area. Humidity is normal at 80%. In the wet season, everything goes mouldy, including shoes, hats, clothes, walls, windows, you name it. Somebody was admiring my clean house the other day and asked, "How do you keep the mold from your walls?" And I said, "I don't. I just clean them when they begin to get moldy." Life is like that. You really want to keep the negativity away, but rather than stress over it, just notice the thoughts and then change them. Notice the beginning of the mold and then clean it off. Don't wait until the mold is so dense it's making you sick. Just clean it off as soon as it appears. Everything outside of you is your environment. That's a lot of stuff. And none of it is in your control. Not the people, the situations, nor the outcomes. Because you're human and not a robot, there are times that you're going to have opinions and see things that you're going to feel angry or agitated about. Just acknowledge that and make it okay. It happens to all of us. But you don't want to stay there. That's the mold appearing, and the only body it's ever going to affect is yours. Everything outside of you is your environment, so it's difficult not to be affected. Unless you're a monk in the middle of nowhere that meditates all day on a mountaintop and has no access to the outside world, you are going to respond to your outside environment. So, understanding how to clean up your low frequency thoughts and transform them into a higher frequency is a necessity. It's as necessary as breathing. Breathing may keep you alive, but high frequency thoughts keep you aligned, connected, and fulfilled. It's keeping the coffers filled. Begin your heart and mind coherence with meditation and intentions. Meditation will help you center yourself and connect you with the real world, the inner you who is connected to all that is. Intentions will keep you on track. Intentions to look for what's working. Intentions to feel great. Intentions that things are working out for you. With a combination of meditation and intentions, you'll soon find you're feeling so much better and on track. Thanks for joining me. I'm Gail Marie from 6 Dimensions of Healing.